Hello everybody, this is ELIZ-SHA Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and the cards are for Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's more information about us below. Unfortunately, at the moment, our website is down because our hosts haven't got the certificate. They haven't paid for the certificate this year. No biggie, it is safe. But makes it a little hard to deal with it if you want a reading. I would recommend you come to me directly, especially if you want a reading from me, and I will give you my PayPal, my personal PayPal rather than the business PayPal, because for some reason or other PayPal doesn't seem to like our business, but they're fine with my private. Anywho, there's a bit of complaining in there, isn't there? I apologize. I'm not feeling well, and things got away from me. I actually slept 11 hours. So, Earth. The first card is a good card. I think it's a good card, because I'm all for change. And this is Two of Wands, which is a card with looking back over your life. You realize you've done very well, but it's time to change. And there's a little bit of magic in that change. There's a little bit of power in that change. You have, and that's all right. You have the support, Knight of Cups, which is always, when I do a reading, and I rarely use my cards, by the way, unless you ask for them. Because, who needs them? The Knight of Cups is always in a relationship spread that's good. So, because the Knight of Cups supports, lends you strength, helps you continue to shift and change, and has looked for and understands that which is important in life. You can see that through the, I call it the Holy Grail. So that's the thing, is it is generally considered a time to change and shift. And then the next card has two ways of reading it, and I will read it for both ways, because people are not always at the same place, same time. It's the Moon card. It's a general rule. The Moon card is meant as a wake-up call. You go down into your, it's called, it goes into the subconscious and says, here, you got to deal with this. And that's part of it. And quite often when we're making changes, it's due to the things coming up through the subconscious. The other way of reading it is, if you look at it, I have the 3 stages of life: the maid, the matron, and the crone, which I don't know what would be the equivalent for a male energy, but it's still the youth, the middle-aged, and the elderly. And crone actually means wise woman, doesn't mean nasty stuff like people seem to think it does. So I'm okay being called a crone. So this means if it comes up not as a subconscious but as the 3 stages, it indicates wisdom. And that's another reason people would choose to move on to a new one, is because they know it's the right time to do it without being pushed by the subconscious. The really interesting thing about it, the last card I pulled, is the World card. And the World card is the gift that you received, so to speak. We are of the earth. The part of us that's body is earth. We belong to the earth. We don't leave the earth. The spirit leaves the earth. The spirit belongs to the universe. The flesh belongs to the earth. We are part and parcel of her. We cannot we don't want to mistreat her, because we're mistreating ourselves if we do. So if we learn to love us, then we love the earth. And you understand that? And loving the earth doesn't mean that we have to negate a lot of things. It just means that we have to put our heart and soul into it and do what the heart says is right. All right? So, but the gift that the world gives is, if you look around her, there's many, many items, and which means we'd be given gifts. And I think they would be given gifts of the Spirit, because there's nothing that is not Spirit ultimately, even the earth. So there's a unicorn there, there's a Pegasus in there, there's a lion. But the most important part is she looks like she's ready to birth something new. And when she births something new, then we get the gifts full blown. And what it is, it depends on you, because everybody does things in a different way. Is it a good thing? Yes, I think it is. I think at this point in our life cycle, and the cycle of the earth and the moons, it is a given. We are changing. Last week we had the Heaven's Cross. That made a huge shift in consciousness. Massive. Do we see it yet? Maybe some. Like today I slept 11 hours. My average is 5, maybe 6 hours a night. Beyond that, no. And I fail at sleeping, basically. So for me to have slept that long, there indicates that there's a shift in consciousness. Plus I'm dreaming. I am not a dreamer. When I dream, things are shifting. So pay attention, be aware, and it's minute changes, because we're going to do it with ease and grace. Minute changes. All right? So I'm going to stop it there, but tomorrow is a day of shifting and changing. It's a very positive day. So if you see shifts and changes that you're not sure about, go, yeah, I accept it. Thank you. Namaste. Namasko. I love you, and you I do love. And bye. Oops, there it is. Bye.